Well, this is one of those times when I definitely wish that I had more sophisticated editing equipment, because I was watching a video of Khaya's, and it was questions and answers about being black. And I looked down and there was a video response, and I looked at it and I thought, wow, that guy looks a lot like Khaya. And I checked his video response, and it is not Khaya. It's token black guy, the real token black guy. And he says he doesn't look like Khaya, but that's crazy talk, man. And if I could put pictures of him up side by side, it would be so obvious that he looks exactly like Khaya. It's unbelievable. But it reminds me of something that happened in my own real life. What was the deal? My mom called me back when I was living in St. Louis when I was in my 20s. And she said she had gotten a telephone call from my aunt. And my aunt said to my mom, she said, we saw, oh, I almost said my real name. We saw David Thoreau in an ad. We didn't know he was modeling. And my mom said she didn't know it either. So we were talking, and she goes, oh, she said, your aunt says she saw you in an ad. Are you modeling? And I said, no. And so later, my mom calls me, and she says a couple of weeks later, and she said that my aunt had dropped off this ad from the newspaper, and she goes, honey, you ought to come over here and look at this. And she goes, this really looks like you. And so the next time I was over at her house, it was like up on a counter, and I looked at it, and I mean, I thought I was looking at myself. It really was this weird feeling. It wasn't me, but I'm looking at it, and I'm like, good God, that guy looks exactly like me. It was really weird. I never bothered to look into it too much and find out who this guy was. But anyhow, that's a true story, and the only reason I tell it, could you imagine how disorienting it would be to look in a magazine or in a newspaper and you yourself go, oh my God. It was fun. I was about to say maximum respect, but I have so much respect for Khaya that I'm not even going to rip off his wonderful way of signing off. So I'll just stick with Namaste, which means I honor that piece of godliness in you, or something like that. Hold on. Namaste. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of truth, of light, and of peace. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. So, namaste.